What's up, everybody? I'm back, and today we are doing a rebuild battle against my good friend. Well, not really good friend, but we've started to become friends a little bit, just through like the 2K community and everything like that. And this time it's against CamRebuilds. So second time we're going up against Cam, and we had the one battle earlier on. I think it was a 90s battle. I don't remember who won. I feel like he might have. But today we're going to be doing a Warriors rebuild, and we're going to have 3 seasons after start today, and we're going to see who can end up with the best record in any one of those 3 seasons, so it doesn't have to be the last season. But yeah, that's the video. Also, if you are not subscribed, make sure to do that. Like 40% of you that are watching this video are not subscribed, and that needs to change. I mean, doesn't need to, but I would really appreciate if you guys did subscribe. So yeah, make sure to do that. Like the video if you do enjoy it, and yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. Let's get into the video. Alright, so we are here in 2K, and we are doing, we're finishing out this season with the start today and everything. So let's simulate this season, and we'll see how good this team is. Yeah, so there's not really many rules. I mean, we gotta, you know, we're not changing any sliders or anything like that. It's basically just a regular old rebuild, and we're just gonna see who can do better. So yeah, we'll just finish out this season with the Warriors, see how good they are. I'll catch you guys into the playoffs, and then we'll move on from there. So with the season wrapping up, we ended up getting 22 wins, which should be good enough for a top 3 pick in this NBA draft. Giannis ended up winning MVP. Ja won Rookie of the Year. Here are the rest of the awards if you do care at all. Mike Budenholzer ended up winning Coach of the Year. And then I doubt we're going to see any Warriors on any of these teams. We do have Eric Pascal on All-Rookie second team, so that's good to see. Obviously, we did not make the playoffs. We'll check out the stats quick. Curry averaged 29 after coming back from injury and missing most of the season. Wiggins is here. He's definitely going to get moved. Yeah, so my hopes, I'll talk to you about my hopes a little bit here. My hopes is to get James Wiseman and have him run that center for us and be here the entire video and develop into like a 90-something by the end of it, and then we're sitting pretty. The Raptors go on to win the championship, by the way. Kyle Lowry is the Finals MVP, so they repeat. But yeah, so that's my hope. So I'm hoping we get the top pick in this year's draft. But yeah, we're going to see what... I don't know how much big moves we're going to try and make. We're going to try and make the bench a lot bigger, but I think the starting lineup's pretty good. Draymond's going to be out the door as well. Also, if you're wondering, these glasses... I do have real glasses, but these aren't real glasses. These are like blue light blocking glasses. And I have them because, well... I stared at a screen like all day today, and my eyes kind of hurt. My head was starting to hurt, so I wanted to put these on. And yeah, so that's what we're doing here with these glasses on. But the Warriors are projected to get the #1 pick. I doubt that happens. We fall to 2. Hopefully the Suns don't take Wiseman. I doubt they will. They have DeAndre Ayton. But if they do, we're going to have to figure something out. Speaking of Wiseman on the Warriors, I made a Wiseman Warriors rebuild, and you need to make sure you watch that. So go check that out if you got time to do that. I would really appreciate it. All right. So I think we can get Wiseman. I think it can be done. All right. I think they'll probably take Edwards with the #1 overall pick. So they take Cole Anthony, #1 overall. Okay, so now I'm in kind of a predicament, right? So I could take James Wiseman here, who's going to be a stud. Or I can take Anthony Edwards, who's also going to be a stud. He runs shooting guard. And centers are the easiest thing to trade for here. You know what? We're taking Edwards. I know I said I wanted Wiseman, but I didn't think Edwards would be there. So we got Edwards. He is an 82 overall. Such a great selection because Wiseman is only a 78. Rookie sign, and we're going to sign him. Charles Bass, he's a 71. Sure, we'll bring him in. And team options, we don't have any here. So let's get into free agency. We're not going to have any money. Damian Lee, he accepts it, or we'll extend the qualifying offer to him. And we're obviously not going to have any money for Anthony Davis, but there's some people that need to be moved, and one of those people is Andrew Wiggins, the other one being Draymond Green. And Draymond Green just makes a ton of money, man. If I can throw some second-round picks, Clint Capella, like, beautiful. This is what we need. This is why I didn't draft Wiseman, because we have Clint Capella right there, an 86 overall. and he's going to be such a good player for us. It doesn't save us any money, really. I mean, a little bit, but that's not my biggest concern, honestly. So there's also this pick, which wouldn't be too bad if we were going for the save money route. But I think I'm going to do this Clint Capella trade. And then, so in our starting lineup, we have a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward in Edwards, and then we have a center, so we just need a power forward. And Andrew Wiggins, trading him might be the way to get that power forward. So let's go look who has a power forward that we want to bring in. Like Giannis, we obviously can't afford Giannis, but there are other power forwards that we could try and bring in. Jaren Jackson Jr. is untouchable, unfortunately. Is there a power forward out here that I can try and get? Could we try and get Kristaps Porzingis from the Mavericks? Let's see what they want for him. Otherwise, we'll try and build a trade. But let's go trade finder for him first off and see what they want. Kristaps Porzingis. They want Steph. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Alexa, be quiet. All right, so let's go try to build a trade. So we're going to throw Porzingis into the trade, and then we're going to try and mainly have Andrew Wiggins be our biggest asset in this trade. Okay, so that's not enough. Okay, well, I got not a lot of draft picks at all. So throw in that second, and we'll throw in this first as well. Is that enough? It's not. Okay, so I got some players for you. I will give you Kevon Looney. I'll give you Smilagic. I'll give you Charles Bassey. And then you send me back your worst player. You send me back Justin Jackson. Okay, they don't want to do that. All right, I'd be willing to sacrifice our first-round pick in this next year's draft, I think. But not the Timberwolves one. I'll send you this one. Okay. I don't need Justin Jackson back. Okay. I'll also give you, who else could I throw in there? Jordan Poole, sure. No. And we'll try and throw you Kevon Looney. Okay, they finally accept. We got him. Dude, this team is going to be crazy. Okay, who can we afford here now? Like, pretty much no one, but our starting lineup is going to be nasty. Tyreek Evans, I guess. Zach Randolph. Gerald Green. Okay, we got all those three. Damian Lee's prepared to accept an offer. We don't need to bring him back for that much money. And now we'll try and get Dion Waiters, my guy. Okay, doing all that, we brought in Waiters, but we couldn't bring anybody else in. Sean Livingston on a minimum. Devin Harris on a minimum. And Michael Beasley on a minimum. Can we bring all three of them in? Michael Beasley and Harris are signing. All right, who else could we bring in? Ekpe Udoh on a minimum, and maybe like Alan Crabb on a minimum. Okay. All right, free agency's over. Starting lineup is absolutely stacked, but other than that, we don't have anything. Our bench is literally buns. We don't have anything on our bench, so that's kind of rough. But let's go to training camps. I'll send a couple people, but I will catch you guys at the beginning of the season. Look at this starting lineup. Are you kidding me? 96, 88, 83, 90, 85, and then off the bench we have an 80, a couple 75s, a 73, and a 72. Yeah, I mean, if I can get 3 good players come off the bench and run a 9-man rotation, this team's going to be good. Let me check out our staff, or not our staff, our salary cap. Curry's going to be here. He'll have to be brought back here in this last season. But Klay Thompson will be here. Porzingis will be here. Capella's going to be here. Edwards will be here. Waiters will not be here. All these other people will not be here. So I'm going to try and make some moves and bring in some picks. That's going to be the main focus now. First round picks of any sort is basically what I want. Javon Carter and a 2023 first, not bad. I also saw a first here for Roddy Magruder. We're going to make this trade for Roddy Magruder. All right. I'm just going to be trading some of these young guys for some picks. So like Charles Bassey, can he bring me in a first round pick? 2025 in Landry Shamet actually isn't too bad. 2023 in Brown. Duncan Robinson. Ed Davis and a first round pick in this draft. Let's go. I think we're going to do that one. It's a 2021 draft pick. I can't really give that up. We do have to trade 2 of our players away, but that's fine. Who else can we throw in this trade? Michael Beasley can go out the door. I don't need him. Trading him for literally anything. Pick, young player. Doesn't really matter to me. Let's throw in a second round pick. See if we can get ourselves a first. 2022 first from the Bucks. Duncan Robinson. Actually, the Duncan Robinson one's not too bad. So where was Duncan Robinson at? We'll probably do that one. We'll switch him to a small forward, and he'll be a nice piece for us. And Alan Smilejek might be able to get me something. Might be able to bring me in a pick or something. Bruno Fernando and a 2021 second. There's not a lot of options out here. So maybe we throw like Ed Davis with him. Maybe then we can get something. 2022 first from the Rockets and PJ Tucker. All right. So we're going to go and switch Duncan Robinson to a small forward. He's a 79. And now we're going to see what else we can do here. PJ Tucker as a small forward is a 76. So we're going to try and flip him now and see what we can get for him. Maybe we can bring ourselves in a pick. Or just like a decent young player. Not a lot of options out here. I did see Bryn Forbes. Also Gary Harris. Okay, we'll do Gary Harris in a second. All right. So, starting lineup, like I've said, is set. And then we have Pascal, and now Duncan Robinson, Gary Harris, and Sean Livingston. Well, you know what? I think we're good. I think we're good for this season. Balance system is 4 stars. I'm good with that. Let's simulate season number 1, see how good this team is, and see if we can maybe set a good record. I mean, we're only going to get better. Anthony Edwards is a rookie. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much else to do. Let's see who they signed for us. Did they bring us in like Yogi Ferrell, Lance Stevenson, Marvin Williams? Let's try and see if we can trade any of those guys. Marvin Williams, he might have a little bit of trade value. Bruno Fernando and a... Oh, no. I don't want to throw in a first round pick for that, though. What if I just take this out? Will you just do this? Okay, but we take these out and we just do this. Okay, I won't give you that, but I will give you this. And you want it first? No. No. All right. So we're not going to do that. Let's try and bring in Kenny Wooten and a 2022 second round pick. Better than nothing. All right, let's get back into the season. Let's keep simming. We are 6-1. I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. Season number 1 is in the books with 58 wins, 24 losses. Giannis does win MVP. Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year. I could have ran him in the G League and had him been even better, but I was just hoping we would get like a big chunk of wins, and we did play pretty well, so I'm fine with what I did. Dennis Schroeder won 6th man. Kawhi won Defensive Player. Ja won Most Improved. And then Brett Brown went on to win Coach of the Year. They had 58 wins as well. Steph did make All-NBA first team. And Kristaps made All-NBA third team. And then defensive teams, we do not have anybody. We have Edwards on rookie team. And that's all. We are the 1 seed in the the Western Conference. Let's check out these stats for this season. Steph Curry averaged 25. Porzingis 24. Edwards with a solid 17 points as the 3rd option. Then Clay as the 4th option averaged 15. Clint played really well, 12.6 and 12.6. Pascal played well off the bench. I'm not mad about any of this. Like Sean Livingston even coming in giving 4 points a game, my guy. You know, I bet we had the best offense in the league. How much you want to bet? We had the best offense in the league and the 3rd best defense. Let's go. We're going up against Luka, though, here in the first round. But luckily, it's not Luka and Porzingis. It is Luka and Andrew Wiggins. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's simulate this round. Let's see what happens. We go down 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. Yikes. And we got eliminated 0-4 by the 8 seed. Man, good thing this isn't about winning championships. But we definitely should have won that championship because our team was stacked. But Luka is an absolute cheat code, as we all know. Colin Sexton, I'm pretty sure, just won Finals MVP, and the Cavs won the Finals. So we are projected the number 2 pick, but it's protected somehow. I don't remember. So I'm kind of hoping it falls and it ends up being ours. And it's not. It jumps up to 1. So the Timberwolves have the number 1 overall pick, and we end up getting 19. Could be worse. Could be better, though. Staff, I'm going to fire Eric Brown, and I'm going to try and bring in a better assistant GM like Ryan Johnson. This guy would be awesome. And he comes to the team, so we're good there. Let's go. Good trading, good negotiations. Not that we really are trying to sign any big-name guys, but we'll go to the draft. Let's see if there's any trades we want to make here, like Gary Harris's huge contract. I'd be willing to throw this 2nd-round pick with him and see what we can get. Couple 1st-round picks. All right, couple 1st-round picks is what we're doing. Let's send him to our draft pick and see who we can get there at 19. 19, there's really nobody crazy good here. Dylan Murray, Darius Little. We'll go with Darius Little. And let's get out of this draft. Let's see how good Darius Little is. He's a 60. So we could sign like a decent player. Like Duncan Robinson's restricted, so we could probably bring him back. Other than that, we can't really afford much else. Like Bruno Fernando, we could bring him in. Why can we not afford to bring in Bruno Fernando? Okay, so Duncan Robinson doesn't want to negotiate with us, but he's restricted, so it doesn't really matter what he wants, honestly. We'll try and bring in like Rudy Gay. And he is coming to the team. Danny Green on a minimum. And we're bringing Danny in as well. We'll also try and bring in Boban on a minimum. All right, we're going to match Duncan Robinson and bring in Boban. And that's it for free agency. Let's get out of that and let's see how this team's going to look here in season number 2. Steph jumps up to a 97. Porzingis is a 91. Thompson's an 89. Edwards is all the way up to an 87. Capella's an 87. Pascal's an 82. And then Duncan Robinson's an 80. And the rest of the team is pretty much buns, but it's fine. So we're going to trade Rudy Gay for Jakob Poeltl to start off the rebuilding of this season. And we're also going to try and trade away Boban, as much as we all love Boban. We'll try and trade him with a couple 1st-round picks and see if we can bring in somebody decent come off the bench. Daniel Gafford as a backup power forward actually wouldn't be too bad. I could flip his position to that. And that's probably what we're going to do here. So we'll do that. We're also bringing in Richard Solomon. So we'll switch him to a power forward. He goes up to an 81. Or else Jakob Poeltl goes up to an 83. We'll go with Gafford as an 81. And now, what's the rotation look like? Off the bench. Okay, so we don't really need Gafford to be a power forward. We have way too many power forwards. We need like some guards. We need some guards on this bench. So we'll try and trade like Gafford now. And like Jakob Poeltl, I guess. Poeltl and a 2nd-round pick. Bring me like Alec Burks wouldn't be too bad. Fred VanVleet. I think I like the Alec Burks one or Ricky Rubio. Oh, Derek White. He makes a lot of money, actually. We'll go with Alec Burks. And now we're going to try and trade away Daniel Gafford as well. And this 2nd-round pick. And this 1st-round pick as well. See what we can get here. Try and get like a backup point guard. I know I did see Eric Bledsoe there. That's a move we could try and do. Or we could try and bring in Ricky Rubio. We'll bring in Eric Bledsoe. We can always trade him if we need to. So we'll do that. So this is a rotation now. The starting lineup is just ridiculous. The bench is also actually shaping out to be pretty good. So now we just need a backup center, and I can trade this Solomon guy for one. Solomon and Boban, can they bring me a backup center? Or maybe I just run a 9-man rotation. We'll trade for Spellman, and we'll jump up to a 10-man rotation, and we're pretty much set. So I'll simulate this season as long as this system is good. 4.5-star balanced. Doesn't get much better than that, but it can get a little better. I'll simulate this season. I'll catch you guys at the end of it and see how good this team is. So at the end of season number 2, we end up with 66 wins, and Steph wins MVP, which is completely awesome to see. Jalen Green won Rookie of the Year, Bol 6-man, Kawhi Defensive Player, Tony Bradley Most Improved, then Steve Kerr Coach of the Year. Steph made first team again, and I don't see anybody in the next 2 teams, nobody in defensive teams, and then nobody in rookie teams because we didn't really have any rookies. This time we're going up against Sacramento in the first round, but we will check out the stats before we do that. So Steph averaged 24, Porzingis played good, 20 points, 9.5 rebounds, Edwards 20 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, Clay 16.5 points, Capella played really well, Pascal played great off the bench. Yeah, the team was good. Spellman put up 4 and 3. I can't complain about that. Let's try and win ourselves a championship and not get swept in the first round this year. Maybe. We're up 3-0 and 4-1. We do end up moving on. Now we're going up against Portland and 4-2 against them. Now the Lakers. And we do get eliminated in 7. We, I'm pretty sure, had a 3-0 lead and we blew it. So simulate the rest of the playoffs. Sixers win. Simmons, Finals MVP. All right, final offseason, boys and girls. Let's see how good this team can get. We have some draft picks here. We're projected to have the 6th pick and the 14th pick. So we end up with the 8th pick and the 14th pick, also the 23rd pick. Okay, I'm cool with that. So let's get out of the draft, and our staff is pretty good. I'm gonna try and bring in a better trainer though. We'll try and bring in Gregory Peterson. And he's good. So now let's go to the draft. Let's see who we can take with our 3. I think we had 3 picks. So here at pick number 8, we have Jaden Hardy. We have Patrick Baldwin. We also have Paolo Banchero, Adrian Griffith. There's some options here. Bryce James. That's not like LeBron's son, is it? I know LeBron has a son named Bryce. Patrick Baldwin, we'll take him. And then we'll go to our next pick, which is 14, I think. Yep, 14. And at 14, we can get Jabari Smith Jr. And then we'll go to our next pick. And here at 23, we are able to select Kelvin Garnett. Not Kevin, Kelvin. We're going to take him just for the memes. And we'll get out of the draft. Baldwin is a 76, so that's not too bad. And then Smith is a 71, and then a 54 for Kelvin Garnett. We'll bring in Kelvin Garnett, why not? And we'll accept the team option on Anthony Edwards, no question about that. Qualifying offers, we'll extend them to all 3 of these guys, and then we'll get into free agency. We gotta bring Steph back, so I'll just throw him $200 million. Player option, no trade clause. I just need him to come back. And he is agreeing to come back. So we should be pretty much set then. We'll do a little bit more rebuilding. Pascal is prepared to accept an offer. We'll match that. And now, who can we afford? Alec Burks, we can bring him back. So, oh, we don't have enough money for Alec Burks. Maybe now we will. No. Okay, so we don't have enough for Alec Burks. So we'll have to try and bring in like Kavanaugh and Dorian Finney-Smith. And we get Finney-Smith. We don't have enough money for Kavanaugh. That's fine. I think we're pretty much good. So let's simulate out of free agency. Let's go to player progression. Let's see how the team looks. And then we should honestly be pretty good. Kenny Wooten accepted his qualifying offer. And now Steph's a 98. Porzingis is a 92. Edwards is a 91. Clay is an 89. Capella's an 88. Then Pascal's an 84. Robinson is an 81. And we have our rookies too, who we will send to camps. So I'll send them to camps and I'll catch you guys when we get into the season. So here's the rotation now. Basically all 90s in the starting lineup. And then here's the bench. So we'll try and flip some of those young players we just got, like Baldwin. Try and throw him with Eric Bledsoe. Throw in this 2027 first round pick, Vernon Carey, Mo Bamba, Kevin Porter Jr. There's some options here that we can definitely do. Denny Avdia, Markelle Fultz, Jackson Hayes. So what I'm going to do is go look what position we really need. So off the bench, we have a power forward and a small forward that I'm confident with. Okay, so that's good. Now let's go back to that trade. So it's Bledsoe, Baldwin, and this first. You know what? Let's try this first. Pretty much same trades. We'll go back to the other first. Vernon Carey would be a good center to have off the bench. Mo Bamba would also be really good. And then we'd have Kevin Porter Jr. I don't think it gets much better than that. Jackson Hayes, or Markelle Fultz, I mean. And the 2023 first. You play that backup point guard for us. I think we're going to do this one. We'll do this one here. All right. And now, so basically off the bench, we'll see if Kevin Porter Jr. can run a small or shooting guard for us. If he goes down or what happens. He goes down a little bit. So maybe we'll try and trade Duncan Robinson then. And we'll trade him with Jabari Smith Jr., 2027 second round pick. And Onyeka Okongwu could be here. Don't really need him. Kendrick Nunn. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Maybe we'll throw in this first round pick instead. So we're actually going to make this trade, and then we're going to try and flip Okongwu to a power forward and then trade him away and maybe get something decent for him. So as a power forward, he's an 84. Okay, so we'll try and trade him. He should have quite a bit of trade value now. And the second round pick, and we'll also throw in Jabari Smith Jr. Can I get a backup point guard? Brandon Clark is not a point guard. He's a power forward, but he wouldn't be a bad player to bring in. Tyrese Halliburton, they have him classified as a shooting guard. Tyrese Maxey, an 83 overall. I think that's what we're going to do. And we're also bringing in James Johnson. So the 10-man rotation would be Steph, Clay, Anthony Edwards, Kristaps Porzingis, Clint Capella, and then off the bench, Bamba, Pascal, Maxey, Porter Jr., and DeAnthony Melton. We'll try and trade and maybe get a better backup shooting guard. So we'll try and make a trade here. We'll go with Norman Powell. He's a little bit better. And that's going to be the rotation. So 10-man and system balance is 4.5 stars. So that's going to be the best. Honestly, Clint Capella is the only thing that's holding back from a 5-star system, I think. So maybe we can try and trade Clint Capella for a center that can shoot. I'll look into it. But other than that, we'll probably just move on. I don't think we're going to find anything. And we don't. So, all right. So we went 58-24 season number 1. We went 66-16 season number 2. So here in season number 3, I'm hoping for at least 70 wins. So I will simulate to the end of this season, and we'll see how many wins we get. I'll catch you guys at the end of it. Okay, so I had to stop. We had our first loss 30 games into the season. This is ridiculous. Let's go. So we got to the mark I was hoping to. We got 71 wins, 11 losses, all with team chemistry on, by the way, which is kind of important, actually. Like, if you turn it off, this team would have probably been even better. But Luka won MVP this year. Monty Bates won Rookie of the Year. Sixth man went to Lonzo. Giannis won Defensive Player. Mobley won Most Improved. And Steve Kerr won Coach of the Year. Nobody on All-NBA First Team. Steph made Second Team. Nobody on Third Team. No defensive selections. And no rookie selections. So we are the 1 seed. We're going to be going up against Denver. But first, let's check out the stats. Steph, 25. Edwards, 23. Porzingis, 20. Thompson, 15. Our centers played good. Our big men in general just played well. Yeah, this team is really solid. Super happy with this team. Let's simulate this first round, see what happens. We go up 2-0, 3-0, and we do sweep them. Time to go up against Phoenix, who has Cole Anthony, who's an 89, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Rocco, and Ayton. So this is a good team. I'm kind of scared. I shouldn't be, though. We go on 4-0, and now we're going up against Zion Williamson, along with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kevin Huerter, Tobias Harris, Zion Williamson, and Mitchell Robinson. Okay, 4-1, we beat them. All right. This thing goes so fast, I can't even tell you guys what's happening. Now we're going up against the Celtics, who are the 2nd seed coming out of the East. Kemba, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Bol Bol. That's a good team, too. We do end up winning in 6, and Steph Curry is the finals MVP. Let's go check out these playoff stats quick. Yep, really good stuff again. You guys can pause the video if you do want to see more of it. But yeah, this was awesome. So we ended up with 71 wins. Let me write that down just to remember it. 71 wins in season number 3. So this was our best season. So this is a season that's going to be going up against CamRebuilds. His video link will be in the description below. Make sure to check that out after you watched this one. See how many wins he got. Make sure to drop a comment in his comment section saying you came over from my channel, and also subscribe to him. If you're coming over from Cam's channel to my channel, subscribe to me. 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. Make sure to subscribe and say that you're entering that giveaway in the comment section below. All right, so that will wrap it up for this rebuilding battle. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. We're almost at 1,000. I appreciate you all so much. But other than that, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.